everyone, it's Jake's Metal Chat. Hope you're all well and welcome to my collection update, my May collection update, which, as you've been watching my videos, I don't normally get these done at the end of the month that I do them. Usually at the start of the month if I've just had so much going on. Luckily, I've been able to fit this in as I have moved my Friday episode of My Metal Vault to Sunday. So I've got a lot of time to prepare for that. So I thought I'd do my collection update as you know, it is the end of the month. It is the 31st of May. So I have 2 cassettes, 2 CDs, and 2 vinyl to show you. So I've only got 6 of the formats to show you, like two of each format. But I also brought on a merch from when I went to Necropolis because 3 of the bands here played, and that was insane. All 3 bands nailed it, along with the other bands as well. My friends in Quick Room absolutely destroyed the place. Along with this band right here, who was the headliner, formed in 2015. They have members from Denmark, Poland, and Turkey. This is Hyperdontia with their new album, their 2024 album, Harvest of Malevolence. And these guys are just, they were insanely tight when I saw them at Necropolis, at the New Cross in London. Yeah, really cool venue. Just the amount of fans there, amount of just those who love death metal, fans of death metal, just turning up and just, you know, as well as the bands destroying the place, the fans will just create just as much chaos. So we got a blue tape here with the new album, which I don't have a lot of colored tapes. I may have a few red ones in there. I know I got with one of them, it's got the album artwork from the album, so that's the Ahab one, which I showed in my tape collection video, which I need to do another one of, but just haven't got around to doing that yet. But then I show a lot of them in my collection updates anyway. So here we got the J card with lyrics and the artwork there with the guys who apprised the band. You know, the 4 members right there, the 4 dudes. Just really, really cool. And the name pretty much means having them. I got it up here. Basically teeth that appear in addition to the irregular number of teeth. So you will have more teeth than you would like. So someone else will have more teeth than the average person. Just a little bit of fact there. So it's not a death metal band unless they got a name like that. Really cool artwork, like right there. One of my favorite logos, of course. I've mentioned favorite logos in metal. That's just one of them within death metal. David from Undead used to be in the band, of course. Left in 2019 to obviously continue on with Undead. And I've yet to go to the shop in Denmark, the Extremely Rotten Productions shop. So I'll get, when I get a chance, popping in there, my friend, if you're watching this. This was released on Dark Descent Records. As you can see right there, the logo. They always seem to release really good stuff. But they're on another label, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name of. But they specialize in death and black metal. If you went to that London show, you just know how well these guys did that day. Obviously they were the headlining band. They closed off an excellent night of just pure nasty, disgusting death metal that night. And yeah, not familiar with Hyperdontia? Go check them out. So once again, Hyperdontia and Harvest of Malevolence. Do check this band out. I have not yet heard the whole album. I heard at least one of the songs. They played one of the songs live. So if that's an excellent song, the whole album's going to be excellent. Right, on to the next band. What bands? Because it's a split. So one of them is Blood Rage from Wales, and I have mentioned this band before because Ryan from Seven Doors is in this band, as well as I believe in one of the other bands as well. Yep, Born Undead. And there's two other bands. So Born Undead is, well, at first they were UK and France, but now it's just United Kingdom now. Blood Rage is Wales. Cremulation is Wales as well. And Gouger is from Scotland. So the split that they did in 2023, and I needed to get it, otherwise someone else would have snatched it up. Don't Go in the House. Of course, that is a title of a horror film back in the 80s, which I don't think I've watched yet. So, but with this one, you get a cool red tape saying "Don't go in the house. You have been warned." So we've got Born Undead, Gouger right there, and Cremation and Blood Rage right there. So 4 death metal bands on one tape on each side. They all have a song on each side. And the J card, very, very basic right here, but love it nonetheless. So you got, I think, yeah, there we go. Got the bands right there. The artwork right there. And then you get a bit from the film. I know of the film, I've seen pictures, but if you know any of these bands, you know how much there's a lot of horror movie themed lyrics in their music. And I'm going to give this a nice good blast as well. So, if you are familiar with all 4 bands, just just how much death metal they bring, just how much brutality they bring. So once again, we have Blood Rage, Cremation, Born Undead, and Gouger with the split Don't Go in the House. Gonna give this a nice, proper listen. Because obviously I've been busy, so I haven't had a chance. But of course, I know Born Undead and Blood Rage, and they're both excellent. The other 2 bands I'm looking very much forward to listening to. Right, onto the CDs that I have. Thought I'd get the cassettes done first. And then, so I'm working my way. So done the cassettes, now onto the CDs. So the next one, let me just get a drink in. Here's one of the bands also at the Acropolis. Formed in 2018. I've forgot to say, Born Undead was formed in 2013. Cremation was 2022, and Gouger was 2021. And Blood Rage was 2020. So, once again, this band that I'm talking about now, formed in 2018 in Cheshire, or I still like to say Czech Republic. And I'm actually wearing the t-shirt of the band now, his logo. It's Snêť. And I'm hoping I'm still saying that right, because the vocalist did tell me how to say it. And I checked out the split that they did this year with Sequestrium. And this is the album from 2021. This is the only album they've got out so far. I'm hoping they're working on some new stuff because I'd love to hear more. So once again, we got Snêť. And this is their 2021 album, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce. So here it is. It's like I'm not even going to try. But that's the album. If anyone from Czech Republic knows how to say that, please tell me and what it means and what it translates to in English. Because be cool to know, but I do love it in its native tongue as well. And there's the guys on the back. Also, this was released on Dark Descent Records. I think it was released on a different label, which I'm going to look up now. Blood Harvest. It was released on Blood Harvest, but obviously Dot Descent Records released it on their label as well, because it's that right level of death metal. Quite old school sounding, these guys. Of course, got the artwork again. And the guys again there. I believe there's some lyrics in here with a little bit of pictures like glue like posted together. And I believe there's another bit there. There we go. And of course, we got the CD, and you can probably tell there's some bits of intros right there. But I'll get the CD out there again. Black CD with orange logo, and of course, all the songs are in their native language. And these guys, their pit was insane at Necropolis. Absolutely loved it. Just crushing guitars, because they were down their bass player that day, but they still nailed it that night. Still nailed it. Very, like I said, very old school sounding to me. Very much in your face, hard hitting death metal. Can't really say what bands they take more influence from, but just by looking at this list here, Autopsy and Bolt Thrower, and I can definitely get a bit of an Autopsy vibe here in their music. And I love this artwork, and of course I love the logo too. And love the album. Don't know why I did not find these guys the year this album came out. Don't know why. I found them on the split with Sequestrian, which is another great band, and I believe play in London in October. But if you've not heard these guys, do check them out. Highly recommended, because I'm always trying to find new death metal bands, and it's one of my new favorites, Snêť. And again, not going to try and pronounce the album, but one of these days I will actually try and learn albums in where the bands are from their native language. So, but still, check out this album. Right, the other band that was at Necropolis, and one of the reasons why I bought my ticket for it, along with Hyperdontia, is a band from Finland. I'm talking about Morbific. They formed in 2020, and just I just waited so long to see these guys, so long, and I finally did. And their set was just insane, unbelievable. Just they crushed it. Every band there crushed it. These guys, one of my favorites that night, along with Snêť. Of course, my friends in Cryptworm and Hyperdontia. This once again is Morbific. This is their debut from 2021. Ominous Seep of Putridity. Finally got one of their albums on CD, because I did not have anything by them yet, but now I do. And looking at the logo, you can see where that they got inspiration. They're paying homage to Impetigo, definitely. There's the back. Probably might replace the case here, but gives it added flair. I'm not sure what label this was released on. They're on the same label as I think it was Snêť or Hyperdontia. But I'm gonna go on label. Well, this was actually independently released, just having a look at it now. And yeah, an independent release. As Snêť, that's it. And Hyperdontia on the same label, which I'm not even gonna try and pronounce. And man, what an album this is. I've also heard their 2022 albums, and they only got 2 albums out. And obviously they did a split with Anatomia and Galvanizer. 2 bands you should definitely check out. If you love because I believe they use a HM2, so you get that mix of HM2s like that Swedish death metal sound with the absolute crushing savagery of Finnish death metal. Definitely. Obviously, stuff like this gets my approval. Snêť gets my approval of obviously Hyperdontia, Anatomia, Undergang, Galvanizer. Yeah, I know. I think I've already said about Hyperdontia again. Anything that sounds this disgusting, quick worm, of course, is always going to be good in my books. And definitely one for all of you death metal fans out there. Yeah, let's get the artwork. Let's get the booklet out so you can have a look at the artwork. I'll show the CD as well. It's, oh man, what an album. You need this if you love your death metal. I know I've said that a lot, but there's the artwork again. There's the lads that comprise the band. And lyrics. Simple and to the point. Really, really cool. And I think the artwork continues on, might not, but still cool to have there. And we got the CD. I don't think there's anything artwork-wise now, just plain background still. So, not familiar with Morbific? Then start with this album, unless you've already found their second album, then start with that. Once again, Morbific, an ominous seep of putridity. Absolutely crushing death metal. One of my favorites. And I hope you like it as well. Right, the last two. So, vinyl. This band I've mentioned so many times before here. They're from Tucson and Phoenix, Arizona. Of course, in the USA. And if you're not familiar with this band yet, then go check them out. Got a bit of a hardcore edge to them. So if you like that, you'll like this band. This is Gatecreeper. And I pretty much got all their albums now. So this is their new one, and because I've heard 2 tracks leading up to it, thinking, okay, those 2 are good, but what's the whole album going to be like? And yeah, loved it. So once again, Gatecreeper. They formed in 2013. Morbific, I think I said already, but I'll say again, they formed in 2020. But Gatecreeper formed in 2013. This is their 2024 album, Dark Superstition. Very, very cool artwork there. Of course, there's the lads themselves. So I saw them, what was it, 2 years ago on the 4th of July at the Exchange, and then I saw them again last year at Bloodstock. And, of course, the vinyl is a purple vinyl, which I'm going to get out now. So look at that. Very, very dark shade of purple right there. Can't go wrong with that. And I believe there is a lyric sheet. Yeah, lyric sheet. So, band picture, once again. And lyrics. It's always good to have lyrics. Like I said, these guys do have that hardcore edge to their music, and very HM2 as well. I think that's one of the reasons why I started listening to them, because I heard the HM2. I'm a sucker for HM2 death metal. I love my Swedish death metal, but I also love bands from, here in the UK, America, Finland, there's a couple from Spain, France. Anywhere in Europe that's using HM2, you get my vote. And these guys obviously get my vote for using that. And this album, it's just to me, just superb. It's going to probably be people out there like, I don't like Gatecreeper, I don't like this. Well, that's fair enough. Didn't have to like everything. Of course, this was released on Nuclear Blast, and the songs that I have to say are my favorites: Oblivion, Caught in the Treads, and Mistaken for Dead. cracking songs right there on a, to me, excellent album. If you haven't got it, go check it out. Got this at Black City Records, along with the split here and the next vinyl, which is the last one of the collection update, and I'll let you get on with your day. So once again, we have Gatecreeper and Dark Superstition. Going to be spinning this again. I guess I heard it before actually buying it on, you know, where you can hear things, but then better when you get physical stuff. So Gatecreeper, Dark Superstition. Right, the last one. And these guys don't need no introduction. These guys have been around since 1988, but obviously they formed under a different name, but then changed it to the name we know now, Hypocrisy. From Sweden. Swedish metal, love it. Of course, I love I just mentioned I love HM2 death metal. I know these guys, I don't think used the HM. Sorry about that. I don't think they used the HM2 that much or really at all, but still excellent, just in your face, crushing death metal. Of course, the album that I have is their second album. So once again, Hypocrisy, and this is their 1993 album, Osculum Obscenum, and here we are. Not familiar with that? Not familiar with this album? Then you need to be. Check this out. Just excellent. And I know I say that a lot, but obviously, I hope when I say excellent, implied before I even say it. But you know, excellent death metal. Has the guys on the back, track names, and I believe as well that the vinyl. Oh, before I do that, got the logo right here and the guys right there. Of course, the only member still in the band is Peter Tagren. Oh, and the bass player as well. Mikael. Yep, Mikael. So it's those two. They're still in the band today. Lars and Mercedes, they both left the band because the vocalist opposite Mercedes used to be in Dark Funeral, and Lars went on to join 3 other bands and then hasn't done anything else since. Same with the other guy I mentioned. So yeah, love this band. Yeah, I was going to show the vinyl as well because it's, I believe, also a, if we can get out, which I think I put, yeah, there we go, put right in there. We have again a purple vinyl, not, I think, just as dark as the Gatecreeper one. We've also got a little nice little symbol right there, and of course a bit of the artwork right there. And I've given this one a spin already. Perfect, absolutely perfect. And again, if you're not familiar with this band, you need to be, because if you love your death metal, be it from here in the UK, America, Finland, Denmark, anywhere, well, basically anywhere in Europe. But if you love your Swedish death metal and you're looking for new bands, this one. Just everything about it, from start to finish, is just unrelenting brutality, unrelenting guitars, unrelenting, just everything. And of course, obviously Peter playing guitars on here, but also plays keyboards on here as well, and it gives it that nice dark edge on a lot of the songs. Of course, they're more on the melodic side of death metal these days, but this is just like their first album, Penetralia, and also the Fourth Dimension. I think those are the 3 if you just want straight up death metal, like early, just straight up Hypocrisy, like early Hypocrisy, which is just straight up death metal. That's what I was trying to say. The debut, this one, and the Fourth Dimension. So once again, we have Hypocrisy and Osculum Obscenum. Just pure brilliance, pure absolute brilliance, and excellent death metal. Always going to be good in my books. And because, of course, I love my death metal, and that is it for this collection update. I know I think I went a bit too quick with some of them, but I know a lot of you will know these bands anyway. And of course, when I have more stuff to show, of course, that collection update will be a little bit longer, but obviously me just prattling on. And I know I mentioned this in the other videos, but I'm going to mention it again. 9th of June, I will have Ken of Ken's Death Metal Crypt on here on the chat live at 7 p.m. UK time, which will be 1 p.m. his time. So if anyone's around that day, it'd be cool to see you guys in the chat. So if there's anything you want to ask Ken, because I'm going to ask him questions as well. So if you want to ask Ken any questions, that'd be great. Just come in, have a chat. We'll be chatting death metal, his channel, any new bands. I'm gonna message him what we're gonna talk about, like what questions I'm gonna ask him and so forth. But I hope you found some new bands here today in this collection update. This morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for all the support. I've gone over 700 subscribers now. So this is sort of my reaching 700, but then I've got something planned for when I reach 1,000. But I thought I'll do something for basically going over 700, which is just brilliant. So thank you again for all of the support, and hope you can hear me because I'm a bit far away from my microphone at the moment. But more collection updates, more chats, more My Metal Vault, favorite metal underground releases, favorite death metal albums, and we'll get around to picking my favorite thrash metal albums of all time, my favorite black metal albums of all time, and just obviously the Metal Vault series is like the gems that I highly recommend. So thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video, share it around, comment down below if you've heard any of these albums or you like never heard of them before and are checking them out. That'll just make my day. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with everything that I got coming up, obviously metal related. And I know I've said it, but just another quick reminder, 7 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. American time, my chat with Ken of Ken's Death Metal Crypt for the last time, because as you know, he is closing his channel in August. So 10 years of being on YouTube. And yeah, I hope a lot of you can make it that day. I'm going to post it around for when it's getting closer to the time, so you can all get ready for that. It's in the community page, so be sure to go in there and click notify me so you can be notified of that chat when it's up, when it's about to begin. And that's it from me. I've been Jacob Jake's Metal Chat. Keep that banner of metal well and truly high, and I will see you all in the next one.